Game 7, the two most powerful words in sports. And in 1992, it was the Chicago Bulls against the bruising New York Knicks, a rivalry soaked in physicality, pride, and pain. This wasn't just basketball. This was war. Michael Jordan, already a champion, faced a Knicks team that had dragged the Bulls into the mud and dared them to fight. Chicago had won 67 games that season. They were defending champions. But after 6 grueling battles, the series was tied. Now, everything came down to one game at Chicago Stadium. The Knicks, coached by Pat Riley, brought muscle and mayhem. Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley, Anthony Mason, they weren't just coming to play. They came to punish. They'd beaten the Bulls up in Game 6, holding them to just 75 points in Madison Square Garden. The Bulls, they were facing the pressure of a legacy. Lose this game and everything they'd built could crumble. But if there was ever a time for Michael Jordan to remind the world who he was, this was it. From the opening tip, the Bulls were locked in. Jordan came out aggressive, not just looking to score, but to set the tone. Mid-range jumpers, fadeaways, slicing through the defense. He had 17 in the first half alone. But it wasn't just Mike. Scottie Pippen attacked the rim with ferocity. Horace Grant battled inside. The Bulls moved the ball with purpose, while the Knicks struggled to find rhythm against Chicago's smothering defense. Patrick Ewing fought back with a strong post presence, keeping the Knicks within striking distance. But New York's shooters couldn't find air. John Starks and Gerald Wilkins were hounded all night. At halftime, the Bulls led by 10, and it already felt like the dam was starting to crack. Then came the third quarter, and with it, the knockout blow. Jordan turned it up to another level, scoring on isolation plays, fast breaks, and mid-post work that felt unstoppable. Every time the Knicks tried to push back, Jordan responded. He finished with 42 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. But it wasn't just the numbers. It was the impact. Defensively, the Bulls swarmed. Oakley couldn't get clean touches. Mason was frustrated. Ewing, despite a valiant 22-point performance, looked exhausted. The Knicks couldn't match the Bulls' energy or execution. By the end of the third, the game was slipping away. The Chicago crowd could feel that they were on their feet, roaring every time Jordan touched the ball. In the final quarter, Jordan made sure there was no comeback. He controlled the tempo, draining jumpers and finding teammates. Pippen added 17 points and 11 rebounds. The Bulls outscored the Knicks 42-26 in the second half, blowing the game wide open. A 29-point Game 7 beatdown. Message sent. Michael Jordan wasn't just the best player in the world. He was a force of nature, and the Bulls were still the team to beat. This win propelled Chicago to the Eastern Conference Finals, and eventually their second straight NBA championship. Number 41 on our countdown of the 50 greatest Bulls games of the Michael Jordan era, and a shining reminder that when the pressure was highest, Michael Jordan delivered. Subscribe, follow, and don't miss our next chapter as we continue counting down to the greatest game of all.